Greetings, YouTube. Nice to see you again. I'm your friend, Bill Pritchard. Pleasure to have you here today. You know, I was just doing a little text messaging. I am a huge fan of text messaging. I think it's another fun alternative in communication. Not the only way to communicate. By the way, did you know that this thing actually operates as well as a phone? Not a lot of people use the phone anymore, and I don't know why. My best friend Mark, he and I talk by phone. My bosom best friend David, he and I talk by the phone, and he lives right here in Seattle. My dear friend Isaiah, he and I talk by phone. Kathleen and I talk by the phone. Just a handful of my folks, I talk with them by the phone. When was the last time you called somebody up? I bet you $1 trillion it would scare the living daylights out of them. But that isn't why I'm talking with you today. I'm talking with you today because I wanted to give your thoughts on the idea of text messaging, how you dictate it. Have you ever, not everybody knows this, but you can dictate a message by, hitting a certain button on your phone, whatever smartphone you have, and you can just talk into it, then hit send. But I've noticed, and I know this is not just me because I'm in my, mid-aged life, that there are an awful lot of typos in that. And I don't oftentimes take the time to proofread my text messages. Well, I think that's kind of an important thing for us to think about doing from time to time. Some of the doozies that are out there of people that have shared their text messages that they didn't proofread are kind of embarrassing. And in some cases, a deal breaker. People have been known to break up because of bad texts and things like that. By the way, you should never, ever break up with someone with a text. That is a no. But I think it's important that we take the moment, if we're going to be sending communications via text or email, that we take a moment and we proofread. We reread what we've just written. Yeah, it's going to take a little extra time, but I promise you with a capital P, and that's appropriate, by the way, because it's a big old promise, that it's worth the scan, it's worth the look over. If you're doing this for a job interview, for example, you really want to have enough proofreading going through a resume or a cover letter. Well, I think our friends are pretty valuable as well. The people that we're trying to communicate with deserve that extra Midas touch of us looking over what we're about to send. I'm not saying you have to proofread it, like 1 in the morning. It might be a good idea not to send stuff at 1 in the morning, but you should really think about looking things over. Maybe seeing how you could say things differently, articulate them in a different way. I have found that the more I do the proofreading thing, whether it be through text message or email, the better I come across, the better I look, and the better that the item that I'm trying to communicate comes across to the reader. In the end, I think it's just showing a better picture, and that's the kind of art that I always want to send. Until next time, YouTube, I'm Bill Pritchard. Thanks so much for being my friend and stopping by.